Starting in child's pose, bringing your bum back to your heels, really stretching your fingertips out, breathing into your shoulders, just settling, arriving on your mat, deepening your breath. Feeling that stretch in your armpits as the muscles around your shoulders are wrapping around your ribcage. Bringing your fingers over to the left-hand side. Feeling a stretch in your right side body. Coming back to the middle, and then just taking your left hand to your right wrist and coming over to the right side. Coming back to the middle. Coming up onto all fours. Getting your wrists under your shoulders. Inhaling to arch your spine. Exhaling to look up. Inhaling to round your spine. Exhaling to look up. Take a few more of these cat-cows to your own breath, and then tuck your toes, lift your hips for your first downward dog. Pedaling out your feet a bit, breathing into the back of your legs. Trying to make that nice upside down V shape with your body. Coming forwards to plank, lowering your thighs, your belly, your chest to the floor, hands under your shoulders, lifting up for cobra, looking out over your left shoulder. Coming to the middle and looking out over your right shoulder. Coming back to the center. Lying back down, lifting your body up, looking over your left shoulder, inhaling to look up, and exhaling to twist over to your right hand side. Coming back to the middle, pushing back to child's pose. Breathing deeply here, coming back all fours, opening up on your right side, threading the arm underneath, bringing your right cheek to the floor, feeling that twist in your shoulders, upper back, coming back to all fours and opening up your left side, bringing that arm underneath your body. Your left cheek is on the floor. Coming back to all fours, tucking your toes, lifting your hips for downward facing dog. Looking towards your belly button, rolling your shoulders away from your ears, lifting your right leg up behind you and bringing it between your hands, dropping your left knee, full low lunge. Opening up to the right hand side. Coming back to the middle, bringing your left hand to the inside of your foot and opening up on the right hand side. We're trying to look up at your right fingertips. Framing your foot, tucking your back toes. Lifting your leg back, opening up for side plank on this side, trying to create a nice straight line with your body. Really engaging your core here, lifting up your leg if it feels good for you. Bringing your hands back down to the mat, lowering down, thighs, belly, chest, upward facing dog, tucking your toes for downward facing dog. Lifting your left leg up behind you, and then bringing it between your hands, dropping your right knee to the floor, rising up for low lunge. And twisting to the left-hand side, trying to look over your backhand. Using your glutes here to really keep strong. Coming back and bringing your right hand to the inside of your left foot, looking up to your left hand. Hands framing your front foot, lifting your leg back to plank, twisting over onto the left-hand side. Trying to keep that nice straight line, both your arms, really engaging your core, lifting your leg, coming back to normal plank, lowering down for chaturanga, inhaling for upward dog, tucking your toes to exhale for downward dog. Pedaling your feet here, shortening your stance maybe. Bringing your right foot between your hands, rising up for a high lunge. Sinking down as you exhale. Twisting over to your right hand side. Really trying to use your breath to deepen the stretch. Coming back to the middle, spinning your back foot so it's parallel with the short side of your mat. Bending your front knee, warrior two. Arms behind you, interlacing your fingers, opening your chest. And then reaching forward with a straight leg, coming with your hand to the outside of your right leg, looking up towards your left hand. Feeling that opening in your left side body. Breathing to come back up. Spinning your right foot in so that both feet are facing forwards. Bending at the hips to fold down with your arms behind your back. Really breathing into the backs of your legs. Feel that nice stretch in your shoulders as well as your legs. Coming back up and spinning your left foot so that it's facing the opposite end of the mat. Straightening your leg, reaching forwards, and then coming down to the outside of your left foot, looking up at your right hand. Breathing into your right side body, coming back up, bending that front knee for warrior two. Spinning your back foot so it's facing forwards, then you're in high lunge. Twisting over to the left hand side with your exhale. Really using your core here to stabilize, rising up, framing that front foot, bringing your foot back, and lowering down for chaturanga or your thighs, belly, chest, inhaling for upward dog, tucking your toes, exhaling for downward dog. Lowering your body down all the way to the floor. Hands under your shoulders, inhaling to lift your upper body up. Really using your glutes here to lift your body, looking over your right shoulder. Legs are nice and strong and engaged. Looking over your left shoulder. Coming to all fours, pushing back to child's pose. Just taking a couple of breaths here. Noticing how this child's pose feels different to the one at the beginning. Maybe bringing your hands behind you. Just breathing. Hands out in front, stretching those fingertips, coming to all fours, lifting your hips, pushing back for downward dog. Looking to your hands and taking some little bunny hops, trying to kick your feet to your bum, jumping forwards into a Vinyasa squat. Bringing your right hand to your left knee, opening up your arms. Maybe bringing that hand behind the opposite leg, and then coming back to the center, using your arms to open up onto the other side. Coming back to the middle, using your arms to push your knees, lifting your hips, trying to bring your legs onto your forearms, onto your triceps for a crow, squeezing everything, coming back to Vinyasa. Dropping your bum to the floor, legs out in front, crossing your right leg over your left, bringing your left foot to your bum, rising up as you inhale, exhaling to twist, to look over your right shoulder. Trying to keep a straight spine, really enjoying the twist in your upper back. Coming back to the middle, stretching, and then putting your hands down and spinning round. Your legs should have the opposite one on top. Inhaling to reach up and bringing your right elbow to the outside of your left thigh. Looking behind, over your left shoulder. Breathing into your spine. Coming back to the middle. Legs up, using your core for Navasana, boat pose. Maybe trying to straighten them, if that's available to you. Smiling. It's hard. And then lowering down, but not bringing your legs all the way down, holding and coming back up. Lowering down, holding, and letting everything go. Crossing your right leg over your left, letting your legs come out to the side, looking over your opposite shoulder. Coming back to the center and switching. Bringing your legs into your armpits, your knees into your armpits, rocking side to side for happy baby. Really giving yourself a massage here. And then crossing the other leg over and looking out to the opposite side. Paying attention to your breath here. Coming back to your happy baby. Rocking side to side. Maybe straightening one leg, straightening the other. Feels really nice in the hips. And then just letting yourself come down to relax. In Shavasana, legs out to the side, jaw relaxed, sinking deep into the mat. Staying here for about 5 minutes.